Welcome to All in All Tanglish YouTube channel.
In this time, I pray to God to stay with me for my success. Now, we are going to see regarding the structural theory of mind. The another name for this theory is psychoanalytical theory of personality structure. In this, we are going to see regarding id, ego, and superego. Structural theory of mind was given by Sigmund Freud, who is the father of psychoanalysis. Here, psycho means mind, analysis means reviewing or examining. So, psychoanalysis means examining the mind. Personality means total quality of behavior. One person's all behavior and character totally we are calling as a personality. Structure of personality have three parts or three elements. These are id, ego and superego. First we are going to see regarding the id. Id is a basic drive. Drive means the impulse which will drive towards particular action. The id is internal and innate. Innate means at birth itself it will be present. Example, hunger and thirst. These urge present at birth itself. And internal means the hunger and thirst. These urge or impulses present inside our body, not outside of the body. Id is based on pleasure seeking principle. Pleasure seeking means id want to fulfill the needs, urge, impulses immediately without seeing the problem related to the action. Only it want pleasure and satisfaction by fulfilling the needs. The nature of the id are unconscious, impulsive, unaware of consequences of action. Unconscious means the id action will take place because of influence of unconscious mind. Impulsive means immediately want to do the action. Unaware of consequences of action means it won't bother about the problem related to the action. Ego is conscious because the ego act will take place influence of conscious mind, and the ego will give opinion about the person. For example, if I say I am handsome, that opinion came from ego. It is a self-evaluation. It won't bother about whether other person will accept or not. Somebody, they will accept my opinion that I am handsome. Somebody may not accept my opinion. Ego is based on reality principle. Before knowing the meaning of reality, you should know the meaning of drive, urge and impulse. The meaning of these words are more or less same meaning only. Reality means even though the urge is present inside, the ego will see the situation and circumstances of the place where the action is taking place. If the situation or circumstances is not good, it will make the urge to wait and it will fulfill the needs when the right time or right situation is coming. Ego will balance the id and superego. Hope you know id is based on pleasure seeking principle and the superego is based on moral principle. Moral means the standards set to decide what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. Look at the figure. One side, its pleasure is there. Another side, superego's moral is there. At center, ego's reality is balancing both id and superego. When the its drive coming to the mind, the ego in one hand, it will rationalize the its drive. Rationalize means it will get the reason and it will ask why it is needed, when it is needed, whether it is important or not. That and all ego will see. In another hand, it will consider standard set for moral by the superego. And also it will see the reality of the situation. If the situation is not good to do the action means it will delay the action and it will fulfill the needs of the id in more realistic way when the right situation is coming. By this balancing action, the ego will satisfy both id and superego. The superego is based on moral principle and it is having higher thought process and action. This higher thought process and action will be developed after the birth. The main difference between the id and superego is the id is present at birth itself and the superego will be developed after birth by culture and parents. Moral standards or consign means the sense of differentiating right and wrong, good and bad behavior. These moral standards are consign developed by parents in two ways. One is punitive consign, another one is non-punitive consign. In punitive consign way, when the child is doing a mistake, the parents will give the punishment and they will make the child to feel bad or wrong. In non-punitive consign way, when the child is doing good things, the parents will give approval for that and they will make the child to feel good or right. After development of these moral standards or consign, if the child is doing socially not acceptable behavior means the child will feel guilty. Once again, I am going to explain id, ego, superego with an example. Just imagine the situation. One person is going to friend's house for a prayer. They kept fruits including apple for a prayer. But prayer not yet completed. The person want to eat a apple. By seeing the apple, the id want to eat apple immediately. Pleasure seeking principle. Then the ego says, prayer not over, just wait. Reality principle. The superego says, don't get anything from anybody. Moral principle. Here, the moral consign is getting something from others to eat is not good. This moral was developed by the parents in two ways. First one, in punitive consigned way, in past, when the child got something from someone else, the parents might have been given punishment to the child and they made the child to feel bad. Second one, in non-punitive consigned way, in past, when the child rejected something from someone else, the parents might have been said good and keep it up. This made the child to feel good. After this incident, the child came to the conclusion that don't get anything from anyone. Let's we see the id, ego, superego dominated action in this situation. If id dominated the mind, the person will eat an apple before prayer. He won't wait till the end of the prayer. This action only we are calling as immediate gratification of the drive or idiotic action. Sometime after the act, the person may feel guilty because of superego. Why the person feeling guilty means he did the wrong action. If the person is having good ego mind, the person will wait and eat an apple after the prayer. Here, the reality is eating an apple after the prayer is acceptable. This act is called as ego act. In this act, both id and superego get satisfied. If the superego dominated the mind, the person will not eat an apple even after the prayer because the person is having strong concern of don't get anything from anybody. This act is called as superego dominated act. In this act, the id's drive will not get gratification. The id drive and needs will not be fulfilled. Hello guys, how you feel about my video? Are you satisfied with this video? If yes, click like, comment and share the video. Please subscribe my channel and click bell icon also. Ask your friends to subscribe my channel. Post your doubts and question in comment box. Thank you.